Welcome to the BOM module of CalcuQuote. By this time, you should feel comfortable navigating the dashboard and starting your initial RFQ. Now you are ready to segue into uploading your bill of materials. To get to the BOM module of CalcuQuote, click on the B for the RFQ you're working on. The first thing to accomplish in this module is, of course, uploading the bill of materials, as that is going to be the source of all of your information. To start, let's discuss what the BOM needs to look like to get imported into CalcuQuote. There are 3 requirements to upload a BOM into CalcuQuote. The first, it must be in Excel. Unfortunately, we can't import things like PDFs or any other files. The second, the first row of the file must be the column headers, such as line item, manufacturer part number, and quantity. If you have any other information above your headers, you'll need to delete that to ensure that the first row is the column headers. Also, there are 3 required columns. The first, line item, which distinguishes manufacturer part numbers from one another and allows to group alternate parts, which you can see represented by rows 3, 4, and 5, given the same line item number. The second required column is quantity per board, so that the system knows how much total quantity to look for when looking at price breaks. And the third is manufacturer part number. That searches through the supplier integrations, and all of the information is pulled back based on manufacturer part number. As long as the BOM you're importing meets those 3 minimum requirements, you can import any BOM into CalcuQuote. Now, let's import our BOM into CalcuQuote. You can begin by either dragging the BOM into this screen or click on the Import BOM icon to select the file you would like to import. We will start by clicking the icon in the center of the screen and then choose File. Find the Excel file for this RFQ. Once the file is selected, choose Open and you'll be redirected to the BOM mapping screen. The BOM mapping screen is an important screen to start getting your BOM imported into CalcuQuote. This screen will allow you to map the columns in your original Excel file to the columns in CalcuQuote. Any columns that are automatically mapped will do so because the column headers are labeled the same, such as line item, description, and manufacturer part number. In order to change or create a new mapping, you'll right-click under the title of the column, hover over Mapping Columns, and then choose the column header out of the options from your original BOM. For this example, I'm going to select Designator, so my Excel file is mapped to the correct column in CalcuQuote. Now you can see that the previous description information was cleared, and the column for Designator was added, which was not populated with any information. If there are any errors, they will be highlighted in red, and you'll not be able to move forward to import the BOM. For example, if the manufacturer part number was missing for a line, it would show which cell needed to be populated. Every line item must have a line item number, quantity, and manufacturer part number associated with it. Even if the manufacturer part number is a placeholder, such as PCBA or default. To continue with importing the BOM, I'm going to populate the NPM field for this cell here. Once all of my cells are populated, the import button will appear in the bottom right and I can import it into CalcuQuote. So in the BOM screen now, the information will be populated based on the bill of materials Excel file that I just imported. So let's start with the left-hand side of the screen with the Install and Purchase column. The Install column allows you to decide which line items will be included when calculating labor. The Purchase column works the same. Uncheck the box for any line item that you will not need to purchase or cost when costing your BOM, such as customer supplied parts. To the right of those columns is the other information imported from the bill of materials. You will notice that in the part number column, part numbers were grouped together with their manufacturers and consolidated into one cell when alternates were available. The first step to take on the BOM tab after verifying the information was imported correctly is clicking BOM info in the top right-hand corner. This will query all of your manufacturer part numbers and pull back data sheets, images, and web descriptions. This is usually used to verify that your customer gave valid part numbers and to correct any potential issues before moving on to costing your BOM. Now that I've run BOM info, as you can see on the left-hand side of the screen, a document icon will populate where a result was found. You can click on that icon and a data sheet will open in a new tab. Next, click into any cell on the part number icon, and it will display an MPN detail view to dive further into the part number. Here you can see web descriptions populated and more document icons will display on the left-hand side where you can hover over and see an image of the part. A few other functions to note can be found in the bottom navigation bar. Click on BOM Management, and this will show you options to copy a BOM from another RFQ, if you potentially have a repeat job, download the BOM template to view the basic format to import into CalcuQuote. You can use this to copy and paste your BOM into this template if that's how you'd like to import. Click Delete BOM to delete the current BOM and start from scratch. And then finally, you can choose Scrub My BOM to look up historical part classifications. If you have questions on Scrub My BOM and how that works, feel free to ask CalcuQuote support or review a couple other articles noted here. The other function to be aware of is the option to export your original BOM Excel file or a BOM report. You'll click the export button down below to choose which to export. Once you have reviewed all the information, the final stage before moving on to another screen is to submit the BOM by clicking Submit in the top right corner. Before you move on to any other tab, please do be sure to submit your BOM. That's going to be the source of all of your information as you move on. So that's it for the BOM module in CalcuQuote. Be sure to check out more in-depth articles to review the other functionality we may not have covered. Now that you made it through this module, try to import a bill of materials into your instance of CalcuQuote. Follow the instructions to format your BOM and reach out should you have any questions. Once you have imported your BOM, let's move on to the next module of CalcuQuote.